What is cracking with you, Pack Nation? It is your man, King Howie, and let's get into the season prediction for the 2018 Packers season. Now, I've been listening to a lot of YouTubers, Packer YouTubers, Tom Grassi, in particular, the realest cheesehead, KDG, and a lot of these, I'm not gonna say all three of them, but it's been more than that, saying that the Packers are gonna go 12-4, 13-3, 11-5. You know what I'm saying? That shit all sounds good, but let's be realistic, people. As I've told y'all before, the NFL is unpredictable. Now, I'm not saying that we can't be that kind of team, 12-14, 13-3, 11-5. Anything is possible. Anything is possible. So, with that being said, let's get into this. I'm not going to try to take up most of y'all time with this video because it could get pretty lengthy if you try to break down each game by game. But we're not going to do that. Now, first game of the season is against the rival Chicago Bears, which we own that rivalry now. I believe when Aaron Rodgers, I think the 2008 season, they were up on us, I think, by 10 games. It was like 90-80 and I think a couple of ties. But anyway, as far as the first game at home, I see us winning this game against the Chicago Bears. You're still looking at a team that, you know, that's still trying to develop their quarterback. I think they got, you know, this is I don't know if this is the first year or the second year with the new head coach. I don't know. I know they used to have John Fox, whatever, but yeah, I think we win this game. I don't know what the Bears are trying to do with their team. I know they keep living in 1985, trying to revamp that 1985 defense, which just hasn't worked for them. Maybe it did a few times with Jay Cutler, but other than that, I see us winning this game. Game 2, again, at home against the rival Purple People Eaters, the Minnesota Vikings. This is going to be a tough game, especially at home. I think we could win this game at home against the Minnesota Vikings. Remember, they have a new quarterback. He's trying to, you know, get accustomed to the offense. Delvin Cook is back from injury. This is Latavius Murray's second year with them. They don't have Case Keenum or Sam Bradford anymore. They have Kirk Cousins, so who knows what he's going to do. I think we win this game against the Vikings, but I do have us splitting with them as far as wins in the division go against each other. I think we're going to split with them, but I think we win the second game. Game number 3 is at Washington against the Redskins. Whew. First road game of the season. I don't know, man. This game is up in the air to me for some weird ass reason. You know, the Redskins have Alex Smith. They lost Darius Geis, the running back they drafted for the remainder of the season. And they picked up Adrian Peterson. Here we go. Got to deal with Adrian Peterson again. I don't know if he's going to be the starter. They probably have Kelly Thompson. I think that's his name. He might start. Who knows how healthy Jordan Reed and that receiving core is. I think this is going to be a tough game for us being on the road. But we should pull this off. We should be able to get this win. Next game is against the Buffalo Bills. Shout out to my homie Alex Elias. The Buffalo Bills, man, it's weird. I think they own us. I think they own Aaron Rodgers. Every time I see us play against the Buffalo Bills, when they had a good defense, we lost. Just plain and simple. But I think we win this game. That defense is not as strong as it used to be. Josh Allen is going to be the starting quarterback. I'm not saying he can't make plays. They have LaShawn McCoy. He's probably going to, give us a little bit of trouble. Calvin Benjamin, Charles Clay, But I think we beat the Buffalo Bills. So we got a chance in the first month of the football season to go 4-0, which would be a really good start. Then we're at the Detroit Lions. They got Mike Patricia over there, who used to coach for the New England Patriots as their head coach, who's very defensive minded. So I think the defense might give us a little trouble, but their offense, I don't know. The Lions haven't had a run game since Barry Sanders. I don't know who they tight end is. They got some good receivers. Golden Tate. I don't know who else, man. Who else they got over there? Jones Jr. I don't know, man. But it's on the road, so anytime the Packers is on the road, or any team is on the road, it's gonna be a tough game. It's gonna be a tough game. So this game might be tough, but I think we could pull it off and beat the Detroit Lions. So that'll put us at 5-0. Now this is all prediction without injury. You know what I'm saying? So don't take this as like a legitimate prediction. So yeah, I see us going 5-0. Next game is at home against the 49ers. Aaron Rodgers versus Jimmy G. I think we win this game at home against the 49ers. The Niners are going through their growing pain stage as far as like having a new head coach and Jimmy Garoppolo and trying to revamp this defense and acquiring a couple of new running backs, like I think McKinnon from the Vikings is their running back. They got Goodwin, who's a fast, deep threat receiver, so that should be fun. Kerry Kittles, safety net tight end for Jimmy Graham. So it'll be an interesting game, but I think we win that game convincingly at home. Game 7. I will be at this game when the Packers visit the LA Rams. I have us losing this game. I don't know how we contain Todd Gurley. I think we could get to Jared Goff. I'm not sure on how good the Rams offensive line is. Probably pretty good. But that defensive front and, the acquisitions that they acquired or they have on their team now in the DB department and the receivers that they picked up with Brandon Cook and Aqib Talib and Marcus Peters and, I think they have Sam Shields as well, too. Yeah, I think they got Sam Shields. So that's going to be an interesting game. I will be in attendance at that game. I have us losing that game. I don't know what the score is going to be. It just hopefully, that game is a toss-up to me. It could be either or. We could win it or they could win it. But from the last times we played the Rams, we've owned their ass. Next up, the game I wish I could be at. It'll be a second time that Aaron Rodgers will face off against Tom Brady, but this time it'll be in Gillette Stadium. Now, I think Aaron Rodgers is going to come ready to play. I also think Tom Brady will come ready to play. From the last time Aaron Rodgers beat him in Lambeau Field, Tom Brady was screaming on the sideline, saying the F word repeatedly. So I think Tom Brady is going to come out and try to do some shit that he did to the Eagles in preseason, just start firing the ball all over the field. A lot of no huddle, a lot of disguised screenplays are going to be thrown at us in that game. So we just got to be prepared for it defensively, but I think we lose that game. Game number 9, I think we at home again. Yeah, we're at home. We're at home again against the Miami Dolphins. That's gonna be a win. It's no need to even get into that game. Tannehill is trash. This game number 10 against the Seattle Seahawks in Seattle. I am going to try to make this game. I think it's a Thursday night game if I'm not mistaken. I won't be able to make that game. Oops. The Seattle Seahawks, aka the Shithawks. I am so tired of playing this team. Of course, we had the Hail Mary against them, and then the whole 2014 NFC Championship game in Seattle, where we had the crazy blooper of all bloopers happen in that game, where we were dominating the Seahawks and they come back in the last 5 minutes and just beat us. I mean, I think it all started on that fake field goal pass for a touchdown. I think that's when it was all downhill for us in that game. But things have changed in Seattle. The Legion of Boom is no more. It was nice to see Aaron Rodgers destroy them the last time we played them in Lambeau, when Russell Wilson threw 5 interceptions in that game and we totally blew him out. I mean, Aaron Rodgers was so bored of beating them that game, they let Brett Hundley get some time. So I think, I don't know, Seattle was a hard place to play, but I think we could get it done. I think we could beat them at home. So that'll give us, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 wins total so far. I think week 12 at Minnesota, I think this is the game we're going to lose to the Minnesota Vikings. But like I said, who knows? We ain't at week 12 yet, so a lot of things can happen between now and then. So we probably could sweep them. I hope we sweep them. I hope we get revenge on the questionable hit that Anthony Barr put on Aaron Rodgers. Some people say it was a fair hit. Some people say it was illegal. I think it's a lot of gray areas in between the nature of the hit or whatever, but that's beside the point. We'll get into that shit later. I think we lose this game to Minnesota. Week 13, where Arizona Cardinals are they coming to Lambeau? Yeah, Arizona Cardinals are coming to Lambeau. Yeah, we got a home game. It's going to be cold, and I just don't think Sam Bradford is, or if he's still going to be the starter, or Josh Rosen, is going to be able to play in the kind of conditions that you have to play in when you are in Lambeau late or early in December, starting to become cold, or it will be cold, wintertime. I see us easily winning that game. Week 14, Atlanta Falcons. Atlanta is coming to Lambeau. This is a toss-up game to me. The Atlanta Falcons have been kicking our ass the last few times we played them. I mean, it's just been like, you know, just beat downs, just getting beat up. I think we only hung with them one time, and the rest of the times it's just been ass kickings. But I think this game is a toss-up, but I'm going to say we lose this game at home in the wintertime. Yes, I think we lose that game. That defense is still pretty solid. They still have a solid offensive line. They got two great running backs. I'm not going to say, great, but, great for them. Great for the Atlanta Falcons team. They got weapons galore on offense. Hooper, Ridley, Julio, Sanu. They just got talent all across the board on offense with Freeman and Coleman. So, yeah, that's going to be a toss-up game, but I think we lose that game. Chicago Bears in Chicago. No need to talk about that. We'll win that. So that'll put us at 10 wins on the season. And next game up, we're in New York against the Jets. Todd Bowles. I'm going to say we win this game. That will put us at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think that puts us at 10 wins. $11 wins, beating the Jets, and then it's a toss-up game. Either one of the two games against Detroit at home are us at home. We'll probably win the home game, which we got the home game against the Lions, the last game of the season. But, the game against them, like those two games against the Lions, is going to be a toss-up game. New coach, different system. Don't know what he's going to throw at us. Might be a fluke. So it might be a fluke. So I have us at 11-5, 10-6, 11-5. You know what I mean? I'm just going to play it safe with the prediction. I'm not going to go out and say anything outrageous like, oh, we're going to go, 15-1, you know what I'm saying, 14-2. I'm not going to go that far. Just make the playoffs. I usually just stick with the 10-6 rule. Just get a chance to get in just have a playoff. You know what I mean? Get a chance, have a record good enough to just, punch our ticket to the playoffs. That's what I'm hoping for. And then once we reach the postseason, the rest will take care of itself. I want to go out on a limb and say that this team has put enough potential to be a 12-4, 13-3, but I'm gonna stay at 10-6, 11-5. At best, this team still has a lot of question marks as far as the offensive line. I finally got some word on what's going on with Cole Madison. He's somebody in his, somebody he knows, friend of his, passed away, so he's dealing with that and mourning the death of one of his friends. So condolences out to Cole Madison and his family and friends and people that's dealing with the loss. I'm hoping that we could fix this offensive line to where they could play good enough to protect Aaron Rodgers. Because right now, that's like my main concern right now is this offensive line, man. Brian Bulaga, Hopefully he comes back first game of the season and plays well throughout the entirety of the season. I'm loving the defensive line, the guys that we got. You know, Mo Wilkerson is on a show improved contract. I love Dean Lowry, Kenny Clark, Nick Perry is back. It'd be interesting to see what kind of season he's going to have, the kind of production he's going to provide. Linebackers, kind of thin there. Picked up a new guy, a trade from the Colts. Secondary should be okay this year. The secondary should be okay this year. I'm expecting better play from the secondary this year after all of these acquisitions and drafts and, you know, these high draft pick guys we got that's supposed to change the culture of the defense. But I'm still expecting to see, you know, some shakiness, you know, at the start of the season, you know, guys trying to learn and things like that and trying to figure out how Mike Pettin is going to, you know, orchestrate this defensive scheme week to week, practice to practice and things of that nature. So with, you know, damn, this video is like 21 minutes. Jesus Christ. We have a bye week 7, which I think is a good spot for a bye. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's one of those weeks where, you know, the guys can unwind and then get back into the groove of things. Coming in after we play the 49ers at home, going into the Rams game, which is a good advantage for us. You know, we could, you know, if any guys are injured, need a week off to get themselves together, you know, we got that luxury right before we play the Rams. So I'm looking forward to this season. Once again, I have us going 10-6 or 11-5 at best. We have potential to have a better record than that. And with that being said, shout out to all the Packer YouTubers out there. You know what I'm saying? The whole Packer Nation, whole Packer community. And y'all know my slogan, man. In the meantime, in between time, always keep it G.